Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Yoga Union. So today we're going to offer up yoga practice and getting the yogic techniques like breathing and moving to be able to transcend and move some of our energy. So we're going to start by just tuning in or taking time to be with ourselves, which is always a good thing. So you're going to come into a cross-legged position. If this is uncomfortable for your knees or your hips, feel free to spread the legs straight or out. You can also always get a chair or a bolster or something to prop yourself up. You want to be comfortable. Your body's not nagging or talking to you throughout the process. You're going to sit up tall, keep your eyes closed. You can draw the chin in a little bit so you feel the length of the neck and the crown of the head even reach up more. You're going to iron out the spine. You can bring your thumb and index finger to touch, Gyan Mudra. The hands can be down or up. A lot of this is how you feel, and it can change. It can always change. And closing the eyes just allows us to kind of shut out what we can see, the illusion of separateness. And with the eyes closed, and we have this vastness, this infinite space. Like it goes on and on and on. So 1. And feeling the floor supporting your body. A sense of grounded. And then from the same time, the ability, as you're grounded, to be able to create space or stretch or move and elevate from that place. So there's both. And then the sweet breath. Just notice, you don't have to change the breath or manipulate it or control it, but just notice it. Our breath is normally subconscious. We pay zero attention to it, it happens automatically. So even bringing awareness, shedding some light on the breath, seeing how it moves, seeing how it can shift the way you feel, can already bring you in a present place. And the breath isn't in the past or the future, it's here. It brings us to presence. And as you're sitting here, just take a moment to allow whatever thoughts are streaming in, allow them to stream in. Just notice them. If it's in the space, it's valuable. Whether it's thoughts or emotions, physical aches or pains here or there, we want to shed some awareness around it. Same with if there's any feelings, big feelings or heavy emotions showing up. Just bring them into the space and allow yourself to be honest and real about what you're thinking and feeling, especially during these times, without shunning it or trying to run away or feeling bad about it. Just letting it come up. That's part of the process. And then maybe setting an intention. If you have an intention, it allows us to go back to something that helps us remind or recall or remember why it is that we do a practice to begin with, right? Which is, again, to drop in, take a pause or a break from everything that's going on outside of us and connect with what's everlasting, eternal. And then bring your palms together and create some pressure. You can press your thumb into the chest into the thumb. Maybe you broaden up. You get even taller, like an antenna, reaching up towards the sky. You're just bringing that intention to your heart center. A lot of the practice, we bow the head brain to the heart brain. We're not relying on logic or reason, but this raw, real, I like to call it love. And it might only be this hour, and that's okay. And you can always go back to where you were before. It's just a suggestion to move away from that and to come within. Keep reminding yourself when you forget of the intention. again, you have somewhere to go to help recall and remember why we do the practice to begin with. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Hold the breath. Press the palms together. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Press the palms together. Lift up. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. Hold the breath. Press the palms. Pull everything in and up. And then this time as you exhale, slowly lower your hands onto your knees. If your eyes are closed, if you want to open your eyes, you can. So we're just going to do a breathing exercise before we do a Kriya. It's a self-care breath Kriya. So how this works and what it's for is we want to increase our inner energy and our strength. It's going to build the immune system and clear out the body, which is really appropriate for right now, I feel. So again, you want to sit comfortably. You can be, we're only here for about 3 minutes, cross-legged or stretch the legs if they're getting on you. We're going to create an open mouth with a circle with our mouth, so it looks like this. Very strong and firm. You're going to place your left hand on your heart, and then the right hand comes on top of the left. So your palms are at your heart center. And you can close your eyes and just feel what's underneath your palms. Right? Maybe feeling, again, the heart beating, the breath, the chest moves forward and then back. And then with the lips at an O shaped, really firm and strong, you want to keep that shape. You want to, in fact, when you're doing the breathing, keep bringing your mind to that ring, that shape of your mouth. You're going to do, it's called cannon breath. So it's a forceful, powerful breath through the O-shaped mouth, and it sounds like this. And you join in when you're ready, and you keep breathing. We'll be here for 3 minutes. Keep going, so eyes are closed. Focus on the ring or the shape of the mouth, pressing your hands on your heart, right on top of the left. Keep going. Keep going. We normally reach a threshold, or we get to a point where we feel that it's too much. And see if you can just lean deeper into the breath. Strengthen your focal point, focusing on the back of the forehead, right between your eyes. And breathing stronger. Focus with your mind on the ring shape of your mouth. Seconds. And inhale, you're going to hold the breath. Relax the mouth. Exhale out the nose. We're going to do that 4 more times. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale by your nose. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale by your nose. 2 more. Inhale, hold your breath. Exhale by your nose. Inhale, hold the breath. Embrace. And then exhale out your nose, lower your hands onto your knees, just notice. So might feel some tingling in your fingers and your arms. Maybe you increase your heart rate. Maybe you feel alive as you move the energy, move the prana using breath. But just notice the shift. Definitely feel different than when we start to now. And then going back into to your intention. Doesn't have to be specific. Of course, it'll look different for each and every one of us. But go back to your intention. Inhale. Hold the breath. Pull everything in and up. Get nice and tall. Third-eyed gaze. Exhale. And then you can blink your eyes open. So the next bit of this, we'll do the Kriya. It's 10 exercises. It'll probably take us about 20 minutes to get through the Kriya. So I'll demonstrate and I'll move along with you, but at the same time, I'm going to be visiting this and also trying to keep my mouth over the mic. So, but you'll get the rhythm and I'll talk you through. So the first exercise of the Kriya set is pumping the stomach. So you're going to come into a kneel down position. Your arms are over your head sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. You're going to keep your eyes closed for a lot of the practice. We're keeping the eyes closed. And so you're going to inhale. You hold the breath and you pump the navel. Till you feel the urge to exhale, and then you exhale. And you inhale. Hold the breath. Pump the navel. When you get the urge to exhale, you exhale. Now, if you're pregnant or on the first few days of your cycle, you're just going to do long, slow, deep breaths. Palms are together, thumbs are crossed, arms strong. Eyes closed. Keep going, we're here for a minute. You pump the navel until you get the urge or the feeling like you need to exhale, and then you slowly exhale. One more, wherever you are. And then exhale. Inhale, hold up. Pull everything in and up. Get tight. And then exhale. Slowly lower your hands onto your thighs. Eyes closed. Next exercise, we'll sit cross-legged. You're going to take your hands into a bear grip. So your fingers are curled and you click the fingers. Doesn't matter which hand's in front or behind, whatever's most comfortable. You're going to close your eyes. Inhale. You hold the breath and you try to pull your hands apart. So keep that grip. There's a lot of resistance with great force. You're trying to pull the arms apart, and all while holding the inhale. And then exhale. You can soften. Inhale. Keep the grip nice and tight. Pull the arms apart. hard and strong as you can. Feel the resistance. You might shake. When you can't hold anymore, exhale. Soften. Inhale. Tighten the grip. Pull the arms apart. Tight, tight, tight. Feel the resistance. Feel the contraction. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On your own, eyes closed. You're feeling the resistance, feeling the pressure, feeling the tightening, the contracting, the constricting. And then exhale, you're feeling the release, the softening. Inhale. Just a few more times. Imagine if you'd let go, the arms would fling in two different directions, using all your strength. Last one. Pull hard as you can. Tight, tight, tight. Exhale, soften. You can lower your hands onto your knees. Keep your eyes closed. And just feel blood moving around, energy being shifted. Out of the practice, we move through the heaviness. During the practice, you feel the levity after, the lightness. In our own personal work. Next, we'll come into a kneel down position. So these are sitting bends. You're gonna interlace all your fingers, hands behind your neck. The elbows are pulled out. You inhale up, and on the exhale, you bow forward, bend forward. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You keep moving. Move with grace. Find your own rhythm. Again, nothing is specific. You're being true to you. You're not moving like me. You're not moving like anybody else. You're moving like you, how you need to move. And depending on your conditions, that sometimes we have to modify. We have to pivot our shift. Inhale up, exhale down. Get lost in it. It feels good. You can just move again with that rawness, that realness, that passion. You're not overthinking. And that happens too. And don't feel bad about that. You're gonna have the experience you're gonna have. The feeling bad about it isn't gonna make it better. Just a little longer. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. Find your rhythm. And check into that rhythm. And then inhale, hold up. Hold the breath, pull everything in and up. And then exhale, hands onto the thighs, and just sit. Pause. Next is front stretch. You're going to stretch your legs forward. You're going to grab your big toes with the middle and index fingers. And then you can press your thumbs into the big toenail. We're going to take a deep breath. Inhale. On the exhale, just try to lengthen yourself over. It's not a flexibility contest. Just as much as you can. Completely exhale, fold forward. And keeping your eyes closed, you're just going to take long, slow, deep breaths. Noticing when you inhale where it feels like there's cobwebs or something stuck or calling on you. kind of nags or it pulls or there's an indication that it's there. And then as you exhale, we try to soften or breathe into that space. And if the mind's busy again or giving you some pitch or some story, or go back to your intention. That's what an intention's for. Gives direction for the energy to move in a different way versus our patterns or habits, our habitual way of thinking. More seconds. Slower breathing than you could ever imagine. This allows all the secretions from the prior exercise to start to circulate. And inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, let your head go, bow forward. And coming up again to a seated position. So next we have neck rolls. You sit up tall, eyes stay closed. If you need to keep them open to see what you're doing, that's fine. But then eventually, again, you want to close your eyes. So it's more of a feeling, experiencing, versus seeing the visual. So you're sitting up tall, eyes closed. You bring your chin to your chest. You turn your right ear to your right shoulder. You go all the way up and around. Left ear to left shoulder, and then back down. Inhale on the way back. Exhale on the way down. Getting into our upper glands. Thyroid, parathyroid, pineal gland, pituitary gland. And just noticing where you feel it's tight, or if you need a little extra TLC, you can always pause doing the neck circles or rolls. These glands are important because they provide harmony for our entire body. And when you're ready, you can switch directions. So again, the exhale is the way down, chin to the chest, left ear to left shoulder. And you find a rhythm with this as well, right? You're making circles. It's gentle. You're not head banging, whipping your head around. Nice and gentle. Inhale, hold your head in a neutral position and hold the breath. Exhale. And we have cat and cow. So you're going to bring your shoulders, come to a kneel down position, bring your shoulders, your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. So shoulder with distance, knee with distance. On the inhale, you flex the spine, you drop your abdomen, stretch your chest forward, look up. And on the exhale, you bring your chin to the chest, suck your stomach in, round forward, cat, cow and cat. Powerful breath. We use the breath. Imagine the breath is moving the body versus moving and then trying to connect breath with the movement. When you get really warm and comfortable, you can pick up the pace. Anytime you deal with those fluctuations of the mind, or again, start streaming in the information, or you reach these moments, it comes in waves, the turbulence, and then goes away. We just stay steady. You keep breathing. Just a little longer. Inhale, exhale. Don't give up. Then inhale, hold cow, hold the breath. And exhale, bring your chin to your chest, hold cat. Press everything in and up. And then exhale, lower your hips to your knees, bow your head to the floor, rest. And then you can come back up to a seated position. So we'll face each other again. This next one is alternate shoulder shrugs. So your hands are on your knees. When you inhale, the left shoulder lifts. When you exhale, the left shoulder drops, the right shoulder lifts. Inhale, it's like the Thriller video, Michael Jackson, yeah? I can't get away without being silly at one point. You keep alternating. Inhale left, exhale right. A lot of us carry tension in the neck, in the shoulders, well, really in the whole back in general. So the shoulders, you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. And again, with Kriya or with exercise, we often feel the tension. It sometimes bubbles up to the surface. You feel things are getting tight. Sometimes we accidentally think we can't keep going. And you come back to that intention. Or you lean on the breath. The breath gets stronger. It has the ability to transcend the tension, the pressure. Just a little longer. Keep up. Ten seconds. Then inhale, hug both shoulders to the ears, as tight as you can. Exhale, lower your shoulders. Just relax. With Kriya, the pressure and the tension, or everything that's showing up will show up, but at the same time, you're integrating the strength and what's needed to be able to transcend it, to move through it. It's just old stuff you're working through. And just what we're dealing with today, it's not, the way it's dressed up is new for us, but it's not the first time, we've ever dealt with pressure or challenge. We're all going through this. It's just how we're moving through it. And it's different for each and every one of us. So don't look at it as our right or wrong. And we're not judging our brothers and sisters for processing or moving through how they are. I said earlier, if it's in the space, it's valuable. And we really are where we are, where we need to be. And feeling bad for how you feel, it doesn't change how you feel. And so often cases, it makes it worse. Just allow to feel what you need to feel, to think what you need to think during these times. It's going to always change. Nothing stays the same. Nothing can be stagnant. And the practice teaches us this. You'll feel different from when we started this and when it's over. That's the evidence. And there's 2 more exercises in the Kriya. So we're going to move into a downward facing dog. Never done downward facing dog. We call this triangle pose. So you're going to open your feet hip width distance and your hands shoulder width distance. Now you may have a slight bend in the knees, or they might be straight depending on your body, and the heels may or may not touch. And you're going to push the floor away, try to hug your armpits towards each other, and you can just relax the head and you're just normal breathing. I'm not sitting down to cheat and not go through the pain with you here, but just so that the feed on the microphone's even. So this aids in digestion. It's going to strengthen your entire nervous system, and stay with it. And it'll relax all the major muscle groups of the body. We need nerves of steel, strong nerves for the events and the circumstances and situations we're going to encounter, because there's a lot of unexpecteds. We don't really know. We never have, and we never will. What's coming, we don't have access to that. But we have access to this, our true selves, beneath the surface, who we really are. And this is an opportunity. So your arms might start talking, getting tired, as I just sit here and blab at you. And then again, you just remind yourself of breath. It's why the eyes are closed. We're not looking for escapism or something to move away from how we're feeling or what's showing up. We're being with it with a compassionate, patient, and kind heart. You have 1 more minute. You might start to get shaky. The arms feel fatigued. That's the threshold. That's it. And then you breathe. You go back to your intention, and it goes away, and then it might come up, and then it goes away. See that. Feel that. 30 seconds. Stay with it. Okay, and then staying in triangle pose, inhale. Hold your breath. And then as you exhale, you can lower down to the knees and rest your chest on your thighs, child's pose. Looks like this if you need a visual. And the final exercise. So this is elephant walk. I know this is going to be real fun. You're going to love this. So the legs are straight. You grab your ankles. You want to keep the legs and the arms straight, and you're going to just basically walk around. If you have some space in your home and you really want to give her, go ahead. You can walk around any way, any direction. Just get walking as much as possible. Otherwise, you see this big mat I'm on, the big chunk of blanket. This is where I'm going to stay. You can stay in the clip. So you're just basically walking with straight arms and straight legs. And if you think you look weird, well, you do. Just kidding. That's your mind thinking. But if you can keep your eyes closed, breathe, right, keep moving. Try to move past the thinking mind. Can't get rid of it, but you can move past it. And just keep moving. Again, the legs get tired. Things get tired. But it doesn't mean things are over. Keep going. Keep breathing. All right. Focus again on the breath, especially when you get tired. We lean on the breath. We rely on the breath. We don't rely on the mind and the thinking. Because your mind will tell you you're going to die. You're not going to die walking around like an elephant, even if it feels like that. You know you can breathe. You know you can rely on the breath. go there. And it takes a lot of practice, but the more you practice it, like anything else, you're gonna start to automatically go there versus where you're used to going. You have 1 more minute. Keep walking. I have this visual, some of you walking up the stairs, the elephant walk, scaring your kids. This is gonna adjust the magnetic field to prepare you for meditation. 30 seconds, keep going, really pick it up. See if you can pick up the speed, pick up the pace, move a little more. Good, and then wherever you are, hopefully you didn't make it to your neighbors, inhale, hold the breath, and then exhale. You can let go of your ankles, you can come to a seated position. Take your time getting here. Sit cross-legged again on a bolster if you need. We're gonna move into the meditation, or the legs again can go out straight, or if you have a chair, get comfortable within your body so it's not talking to you throughout the meditation. Close your eyes, inhale, hold the breath, exhale. And then blink your eyes open. So we'll go through the meditation is to alleviate your stress, which is a good thing. So once we all have stress, no matter who you are, we all experience it to some degree. Spectrum's wide, but we all get a taste of everything, really being human and in this form while we're here. So we want, again, to do something productive with the stress, or move the stress so we have access to the calm and the quiet and the balance, and especially, again, the prana, our life force, our energy. So how this meditation works, we're gonna be here, you can do it up to 11 minutes, even longer, if that's something you're interested in, but we're just gonna do 5 minutes today. So you're gonna sit up, this is familiar, we've been doing this throughout the practice. You're gonna sit up tall, eyes closed, the focal point's right between your eyebrows. The thumb and pointer finger touch, the Gyan Mudra. Palms are down, bringing the chin in. So we wanna keep that spine open, right? It's a channel, so that the energy can move. So we just keep it as open as possible. And again, if you need, I just said moments before, a prop, please do. Practice according to your conditions. So how the breathing is a breathing. So you're gonna, in an 8-stroke inhale through the nose. So it sounds, I'll show it once. It sounds like this. And a powerful exhale out the mouth. And then inhale, and exhale. And you keep breathing like that. In through the nose, out the mouth, and keep going. So it's equal stroke, 8 in through the nose, and then powerful exhale through the mouth. Keep going. You find your rhythm. The equal stroke doesn't have to be like mine again. It's quick. It can be slower. Keep going. Meditation isn't easy. It's not easy for anybody. But a suggestion, again, don't give up. Everything's a practice, and we get really good at what we're practicing at. Just take it as a form of a new practice. And thank you if you're new here today, trying something new, We're always happy to have you show up. Keep breathing. Sometimes with the meditation, what it's on is what's showing up. You might start to get itchy, feel a little bit of stress showing up. And then back to the breath. You have a choice. That's the beauty of all this, of what direction you want to go when it shows up. And normally where we go is where we always go. That's understandable. We're finding a new way, one that's going to benefit us. Position. Keep yourself open. 8 strokes in, equal strokes, slow or fast, whatever they are. They're not going to all be together. That's not the point. Nice, powerful exhale. Come on. Sometimes you feel a little tingly. Right? It's sometimes just as simple because you're shifting the breath. Something we're not used to. If it feels like it's too much, you can pause, right? Take on a few moments of normal breathing and then get back in. See if all the tingling or the sensation subsides. And then back into the meditation. You have 2 more minutes. Don't give up. Thirty seconds. Do 1 more. Powerful exhale. And then inhale, you're going to hold the breath 10 seconds. Exhale. Inhale, hold the breath 15 to 20 seconds and roll your shoulders as you hold the breath. Just roll the shoulders. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Hold the breath 15 to 20 seconds, but roll the shoulders as fast as you can. Real fast. Keep them loose so they can move quick as you can. Keep going. Don't give up. Faster, faster. And then exhale. Relax your shoulders. Just relax. Maybe feeling more buoyant or light, more clear, and maybe not, and that's okay too. It's all okay. Even to not be okay is okay. It is what it is. It's like that old song, what will be, will be. Try not to get too caught up in the hows, the whys, the details. If you can reach for something, again, just reach for breath or intention, something that tethers you or reminds you, helps you remember of who you are underneath it all. Who I am, you are, we all are. So as we move through this stage or this phase of life, even if you don't like, how some people are reacting or responding, can you still love who they are? And can you just, for me, my job, I feel, is to keep self-reflecting, coming back to myself so I can be as clear as possible and keep moving through my own personal stuff. And so I can remain this open vessel and keep accessing that part that I know, that you know, it's there. And if you forget, practice. And it doesn't have to be just yoga. It can be very simple. Walking, being with nature, music, holding your loved ones. Whatever it is for you, we're all unique. And then inhale one more time. Bring your palms to prayer, the center of your chest. Press your palms together. Sit up tall. Keep your palms in prayer. Exhale. And just soften. And take one more moment before we close here to thank yourself for showing up. Again, even if it's something new you're kind of dabbling with, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for showing up in these times and connecting. Namaste.